started my stream there, and I just see my car I'm in.
Shane, do you have the drink?
I do not have the drink.
Oh, does that mean you do have it? Oh, alright, okay. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, qualifying and the race full wet. This is not good.
The race is
I
wet
do
as
have
well,
a wet Silverstone setup though. I do have one.
Wet. Do you have the album? Do you?
I do.
Oh.
Sweet little mystery.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, I don't. Oh no, I do. I thought I do.
I tell you guys, it's a proper party atmosphere this evening in the commentary booth. With the last race being here, the championship's all sewn up, but these guys will want a good, strong finish to the season, especially with the prospect of next season going to be as big and better forever for these drivers.
That's it. Very exciting times in PLR.
So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so we're having a look here with Arctic Penguin. It seems to be the only, well, pretty much one of the only cars out on track at the moment. Coming through Stowe now, down to the last corner, reprofiled obviously a few years ago now at this stage. But it's definitely improved the racing around here. But we did lose a... he's wibbly wobbly wonder. Can he save it? Oh my word, oh boy, that is not the way you want to start it. He's doing a Verstappen, although he hasn't won the race yet. So, you know, he's practicing for later, I suppose.
Anyone would think it was Tokyo Drift then?
He's gone again. He's gone again. Them tyres are overheating. The surface temperature must be through the roof.
Silverstone slide, not Tokyo Drift.
I think Michael Matteo might have something to say about that.
I tell you, I think he just got caught out with the overheated tyres from the first spin, it looked like, to be honest. Just another tank slapper. That's the way she goes. But unnecessary considering he didn't start the lap anyway, in good shape or any form.
Well, he's in the right area of London for being looking for a slapper.
That's true. Alright. Looking at Sam Brooks. Looking at Sam Brooks in the racing point now. Navigating them turns much better, it has to be said. Keeping all four wheels on the tarmac. And definitely his dinner inside himself because he's keeping her lit. Through this left-hander, very tricky in the wet. Easy to lose the rear, but down the Wellington straight now. Coming down, obviously DRS in the dry, but not in the wet this evening. And it's sweep it in nicely, late apex into that left-hander. Now into the right-hander. This is a lovely stadium section. I really would pay some good money for some tickets to that grandstand right there to the left. You'd see a good portion of this race.
It definitely costs you a fair bit of money just to go there.
Yeah, better than sitting on some silly little corner. Although I want to go see Maggots and Beckett's where he's coming up to now. Oh, how's he going to navigate this in the wet? It's so scary in the dry, let alone these conditions. Waiting to bite any driver at any point in the race or qualifying, and it really will upset your evening. Navigated nicely. Get all about the banker laps, lads. Getting them laps in, getting comfortable with the car, feeling the slide, controlling it. He's up. But he's still not validated though, so keep her lit. Nicely done. He kept her on the track just about. Gaining an advantage anyway.
Probably slowed them down for the corner.
Yeah. 1:38.9, the first time on the board, but obviously a good bit of time left out there. Bon Candy, it looks like he's about to come across the line now. What can he put on the board? Only a 140, so these guys are definitely taking tentative steps at the moment. Have a look here. Shane O'Mac just about to start his lap time as Astrud goes top of the timesheets at 1:30.8. So these lap times are representing this track difficulty-ness at the moment. As Shane's off the track there. There was a bit of a dodgy moment. Mercedes as well involved somewhere there. But anyway, we'll jump back to who's out there at the moment, just about to cross the line maybe, or start a lap. There's another Mercedes there, it's Quasar. So we'll jump with him, Craig, and see how he's getting on now.
The ball went for a higher wing setup with the right height sitting at about. The wings are quite clear off the ground, this one. And they're getting a bit of balance in the car.
soften up that suspension as well, just to get a bit more roll, and you don't want to be able to catch them slides. You don't want to just be straight around like Bottas was in Turkey last year. A famous return to the calendar this year. It was dropped to the side.
I'm so looking forward to Turkey in a new game. That was we had some good battles in the 2010 game on that one.
Oh man, telling you, them games. Back in the heyday, when I had pace.
We both had pace. You didn't have to have these custom setups. You just used the presets, move the wing a wee bit, done.
Yeah. Sure, Jamie, Mark, that was bringing me back, man. Yeah, bringing me back. And then all that camber and all down the Monza and all, you know, them setups used to get off the top boys and it'd be some mad setup. But it just worked.
Yeah.
Quasar coming into Stone now. Still hasn't invalidated, so that's good news for himself. Astrude's on the top of the time sheets now, the 1:37.8. They're chipping away at that lap times at the moment. Not many other people having much representation on the board right now. Muds are into third of the 1:38.8 there as well. Good stuff from himself. Quasar
1:35.
DRS is enabled, lads.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much, Shane, for the in-car commentary there. Crew, if you're there as well. Oh no, he's on a lap, so we'll shut up for him.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh no, he's in the third position. Good man yourself. How are the conditions out there, Shane? Obviously, say the DRS is now just being enabled, but
Yeah, it's not a lot of grip. It's slippy, slidey. Yeah. I'm just coming around cops there, and I had obviously the moment in the last lap here, so I'm just in Maggins and Beckett's now, just trying to get a lap on the board, and I filled her up there. Like 10 laps of fuel. Well, I had about 10 laps of fuel in the car.
Oh, sorry.
But it does seem pretty dry. It is still raining, but it doesn't. The inters don't feel great.
Doing your lap as well. That's mad.
I forgot that I had max fuel there. I was running rich the whole time too, until like the last corner.
Yeah, the tyres are getting quite hot quite quick.
Yeah. Yeah, Bono.
39. Ew. Definitely taken back with that fuel mixture there, Shane. But
Yeah.
that's what worry anyway. It's just really to get a feel for it at the moment. Obviously, I don't know, will everyone even bother coming out with these slick tyres here?
Well, it's only 8 minutes. So the track could dry up the cars on the track, so it could be the last 3 minute run out for everybody.
It's on an out lap now as well. Oliver's on a lap, so we'll have a look at himself there. Mr. Where did he come from? Although Mr. Consistent as well, I'm telling you, he's just been ticking away at it all year long, and he's been making great progress.
I'm just corroborating what Cruz said. I've just looked at Kineti's steering wheel for his tyre temperatures, and optimum temperature for intermediates is between 70 degrees and 80, and his tyres are sitting at 93 at the moment. He's not even started the lap yet.
It's also stopped raining.
Yeah.
So the tyres are cooking.
On that lap before, when I was on my way back round through Maggots and Beckett's, my left-hand tyres were high 90s and bright yellow on the indicator. So it's
It's even orange now.
ready.
Coming in though.
Oh, sorry. Oh, don't talk to me. Yeah.
Soz Lewis from Boundary.
Ken getting the rear end loosey-goosey on acceleration. He's
Delighted I used the dry setup now.
The tyres are cooked on Kineti's car already.
I used a bit of the hybrid setup, Shane.
I just dry setup with I raised the ride height, the ride height up
Driver
a bit.
tweaks.
I think I upped the ride height from 1.3 to 3.5 or something. That was it.
It seems to be the way for this game. You don't actually need to change much of the setup.
No.
It's just the ride height. High ride height to clear the water.
Basically it. But even at that, they even say that with the tyres, with the millimeter, because the tyres are obviously thicker.
Yeah.
They have a bigger radius that actually does raise the ride height of the car in any ways. So there's nowadays the importance of a wet setup isn't as big as it used to be.
You know what, Shane?
Yeah.
If I was half as clever as you, I'd be happy.
Right.
Gav, how come we haven't picked up on that before in our comms all season? And yet smart ass Kravitz over here comes along, oh yeah, actually the tyres have got a thicker radius. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. The wet has a bigger one then than the Inters, and obviously, because, yeah.
See, that's why it's called Shane Kravitz.
Yeah.
Likes his shorts and his ice cream inside pit wall.
I was going to say, has he got like combats as well from it?
I was just going to say, it's why his shorts and his ice cream.
And trousers that have zips on to make them into shorts. Like Rick Damon style.
That's the ones, yeah. The ones that got the foldy up bits and the wee buttons at the side to roll them down if it rains.
And a bigger utility belt than Batman.
That's the one.
Sandals as well.
The fanny pack.
Did you see Ted Kravitz was doing the pit lane reporting for the W Series over the weekend in Austria? I hadn't noticed him on Sky on Friday and Saturday practice, and it crossed my mind. I was like, "Where's Ted this weekend? Like, is he on a weekend off?" But no, he was doing the pit lane reporting for the W Series that was in Austria. So that was pretty cool. Did you go? Any of you guys watch it? Did you?
Not at all. But I just got to say, there's actual 5 or 6 drivers there on softs right now. Just Coconuts is on an outlap with the softs, and so is Shane Kravitz.
Boncandy across the line on his slick tyres of 134. Oh, definitely in the window. No, he's actually on a lap, so we'll stick on with him as well at the moment. Boncandy, the first one out on slicks, definitely making it work for himself right now. Everyone else still has time in board just to get them tyres up to temperature, wait for the optimal dryness as well. But Boncandy is flying out there, really throwing the car around, Craig.
Yeah. Nice to see him showing up, getting deep. The first one to try the softs, to be fair.
It's always a good indication, like, you know, if you can time it right in the race, you can definitely gain a couple of seconds, and then a lot more if you time it right in the race.
Especially for the grip out the corners. It must be still a wee bit slick out there because Bono's having a wee bit of a slide going in the corners.
You also see there, Sil has joined the session, so will he have enough time to get out and set a lap time? And somebody might actually find themselves knocked out in this qualifying session. Perhaps.
Dun, dun, dun.
Perhaps.
You missed some save there, boys, out of the first corner.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were on board and all, because you said something about me starting a lap, and I was like, oh, they well seen that.
Yeah, no, we're finishing it off there with Boncandy gone top of the time sheets at a 132.3. So that's the indication of the track evolution there, Craig. More than 2 seconds there. And the rest of the drivers will want to be trying to tick away at that if they can as well.
Well, Coconuts is on a lap now. He's just coming into Maggots and Beckett's.
We're looking at, I'm looking at Shane.
I'm not on a lap with, so...
No, alright.
No, I had to save it, so I'm...
He's on the hanger straight just now.
Goes. Always feels like the car's about to. If you run too wide, it's gone. It's going to be switch around into the inside wall.
Mm-hmm.
The last corner, 128.9. How about you? There you go. So there we go. That's the track evolution all together there, Craig. Really starting to slick up now, get that rubber down, and these drivers are just going faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, Ashford's probably the next one to go be on the lap. He's on his out lap just now onto the softs. Ashford Boyle is actually just Boyle 2-0.
Boyle 2-0. Oh yeah.
He's the first one to start.
Oliver's up there now. Fair play to Oliver on a 128.1. Boyle's just starting his lap there, as you say. So we're over the driver's head here, going through this flat out left-hander. Easy enough flat in these cars today, down the Wellington straight into this left-hander now. Very late apex. He's after missing that. He's definitely left some time on the table there. compromises this sweeping right-hander. He cannot bring the speed through there that he wants onto the old back. Sorry, Craig.
I was going to say, it's a tough corner, that long sweeping right-hander, because you just want to get the power down, but if you do it too early, you're going in that gravel trap.
It is so hard. It's like devil's advocate. Like, oh, he's after invalidated there as well, but it's like devil's advocate where it's like you need to be patient because you'll gain the most lap time by doing your line. But that first bit is so tempting just to sweep it in, and if you don't get it just right, that's it. You know, you've lost 2 or 3 tenths in an instant.
That's the fastest lap so far.
Shane Kravitz showing us what it was done, 27.3.
Kilos is out of qualifying, or is he? I don't know what's going on there, but he's in 14, so everyone just needs to set a representative lap time. We have got that other driver in, so this 16 car lobby, somebody is going to be knocked out at the end of this, and only 30 seconds left on this clock. Cameron, Kenneth, and Mason need to set a lap time here, Craig.
Yeah, Kenneth's on a lap, Mason's on a lap, Equator's on an out lap, but I think he's going to be pretty safe unless everybody else, because everybody else is on the pits.
Kilos is out, he's retired, so Mason coming through Stowe now, Kenneth literally just behind him. What can these guys do?
Cameron's in the wall, he's not got a time on the board.
Cameron, what's after going on there with Cameron? That is not good. He might get away with this because he is just above Kilos on the session there. Kenneth goes top of the timesheet. Mason literally binned it, he's into the grass here. On the start finish straight, he is gonna be knocked out. He needs to set a lap time. Get across that thing. He still hasn't invalidated, so he needs to just cross that line. He has. He has. Oh my word! How has he done that?
That's
I have
brilliant.
no idea.
That's brilliant.
Oh man, and Cameron gets through without setting a lap time, but obviously sets.
I don't think he will get through, will he? He's not got a time limit.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will.
He'll get through, but then they'd be only 14 setting. Yeah, he'll get through, but won't be able to set time.
Oh, Mason's just binned it now. That might be him out.
What is Mason after doing? It is him out. That's it. Mason's crashed out. I was just wondering how he managed to get thrown down to the side there. Where did he crash out from?
He's come down to Maggots and Beckett's, I think. He's just dropped it and gone into the wall.
I think he retired on track, to be honest, because he was right. I was off track as well, getting out of the way, and he was right in front of me, and he wasn't.
Yeah,
and looked like he
there.
just retired on track.
Okay, fair enough. That's a very interesting one there, guys, because that is unbelievable. Cameron getting through there because he probably set a competitive sector time, and that's what got him through on that one. But Kilos is the real loser in that one. Didn't even set a lap time.
I think Optic retired in pits. I don't remember him. It was very early in the session, and it was just I was only coming out for my first lap in the wet, and he retired. So
Optic, alright.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Optic there, but hopefully he'll be back with us for the race anyway. Trying to do the comeback kid here, do the Perez last the first challenge. But yeah, so that's qualifying one sorted. I thought the Williams AI was about to smash into coconuts. Is that for Romeo?
Is there anyone on the lap?
Just you, Shane.
Because I'm finished my lap. I can retire if I'm the only one waiting, but I'm on track. But if I retire, then the session ends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to retire, right, just to end the session, and there's no one on track. So. Oh, retired on track, penalty.
Yeah, that's a disqualification.
Stone him! Stone him! Send him to the dogs.
Shame.
Shame on you. The rule maker breaking the rules.
Made sure everyone was finished their laps. It was only me on track, and it sped up the end of the session by about 2 minutes. So
we don't need your excuses now.
Yeah, you could just feel the track getting quicker and quicker on that though. So I done 3 time laps there on softs at the end, and it was just.
I'm looking forward to.
What's that?
Using my all of my dry tyres that I decided not to waste in that session.
Pivotal.
Yeah, crew, that's a good one now. In fairness, you know, you got through on that one. You have yourself a nice set of fresh softs there.
Is it saying is it a wet race though?
It is.
Yes.
So there's no point keeping your softs if it's a wet race.
He's got more runs.
It said all quality was wet as well, and look
It
what
did.
happened with that.
It said all Q1, I didn't that, but it wasn't obviously. But yeah,
It said quality plus 45 was the
Did
same,
it?
but
right.
yeah.
Codemasters.
Codemasters, mate. Probably gonna friggin' snow.
Well,
No,
in all
it's actually-
fairness though, to Codemasters, we were told it was going to rain all weekend in Austria, and it didn't rain at all. At the Grand Prix,
I
it just
put the
gone.
knockers on it. I said it myself there before in the start. I was like, "Where's the rain? It should be like the rain in Austria, not there." And here we go. Alright, we can hear engines firing up in the background. So somebody's going
Looks
to be
like a
coming out here.
Mercedes. Equator's going to hit the track, I think. Yeah, it is Equator.
Yeah, well, there we go. Equator gets the TV time. Fair play to you.
Ted's TV time.
It's TV time. Equator.
That sounds like a crap talk show.
Ted's TV time. It's basically Ted's Notebook.
Yeah. Well, before they had Ted's Notebook, like,
Yeah.
it was like every time Ted was on TV, right? Like Ted's time was just like when he's just talking, or like when he comes in, he's like, "Oh yeah, no, your man's tires look pretty good." And then when he's on the actual screen, it's like Ted's
I'd rather
TV
I'd rather have Father Ted than Ted Kravitz.
time. Here, you did not see him trying to explain. Did you see him trying to explain the wedge taken out of the floor with with cheese? He got a slice of cheese, and he was like, "Yeah, it's the same size as this piece of
Who,
cheese on the Red
Father
Bull."
Ted?
No, Ted Kravitz.
Bam.
Guys are coming across the Old Star finish straight now into first corner. Very
I really miss the old track, to be honest.
I do as well.
The old
I prefer the
Silverstone?
old track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. Bridge was like my favorite. It was a bridge.
Aye.
It's my favorite corner, like, of this track. Well, of the old track. It was like 160, 170 mile an hour, like downhill sweeping class.
Right-hander, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Downhill sweeping right to the
Right-hander,
stadium
hard
complex,
braking,
yeah.
hard braking into a left and into the left complex.
You joined in at the end of the Wellington Straight into Luffield and all that, into that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woodcut and that. Is that Woodcut as
It was
well?
like the international track, innit? Because you had like the full track, you had the short track and the international track. And the short track is after halfway through Maggots and Beckett's, it swept right,
Yeah.
and then down to Abbey into a hairpin, and then you still had that fast sweeping right at Bridge.
But at least it
Yeah.
was an opportunity. It seems to have lost its overtaking parts.
I saw this thing, they were talking about the weight of the car. The weight of the car is going up next year by, I think, next year, is it 50 kilo? The weight of the car is going up, and they're saying that when the car next year, with its new weight, I think it's 860, or is it 800 and something? Or 700, it'd say 800 kilos, the weight of the car, minimum, because they need an 80 kilos taken for the driver. But with a full tank of fuel, the car is going to be about 900 kilo at the start of the race. And they were showing that back in 2009, the weight of the car was about 640, 700 kilo. 725 weight, because back in 2009 was the last year refueling, so it didn't have a full tank. So they're saying that the max would have been about 720. So they're basically 200 kilo heavier. But some things, like, obviously, because next year it's gone heavier because the wheel rims are obviously bigger. But obviously the Halo took up weight. The combustion engine was 145 kilo and now it's 150.
Battery.
To save money, because the teams were like getting these incredible like composites, like compound. They're like working on these new metals, and they're spending millions trying to make the parts lighter, so they might be saving like 0.1 of a gram, or you know what I mean, like but spending millions to reduce the weight. So the FIA just allowed them to, they just increase the minimum weight of the engine by 5 kilos, so that would stop teams trying to reduce the weight even more. But I'm sure they'll still be trying.
Anyway, sure, like, it's like that weight distribution Renault had there in the front. if they can shave it off somewhere else and then have something they can move or whatever, or place it where they want to, they'll do that any day of the week.
What was it? Which team was it that used to have? I was saying that they used to have an extra water tank in the car, right? They said it was for cooling the radiators, and then like on the out lap or the first lap, they just dumped the water and they saved. And so obviously the car had a minimum weight, so they added a water tank for cooling, but it was a spare one. They didn't actually need it. So on the formation lap, they just dumped the water out and were like flying, and they were like 20 kilos lighter. But that's when they brought in the rule that the car had to be weighed after the race as well. So they were weighed only before the race, and now they're weighed. It was a good few years ago. It was like early 90s or maybe even 80s. It was a long time ago.
I'm sure it was arrows.
It could have been, but it was a long time ago. Anyways, they were showing I was watching a video of like teams that were caught cheating in rabbit ears, but technically they didn't cheat.
No, but they
was it not Tyrrell?
It could have been Tyrrell. It was definitely an old team that are not. Yeah, it was like 70s or 80s or something. It could have been Brabham as well. Like there was a few different dubious.
Bernie Eccleston, I think it was though. It was Eccleston who done it.
Was it Eccleston's team?
If it was Eccleston, it was Brabham.
Yeah, it would have been Brabham.
Eccleston, yeah, because he's remember the fan car and all. Like it's like it's like all right.
Yeah.
It's to kill the engine. It's like alright.
It's so much easier to cool an engine when you're in the sky.
Track is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
No man.
It's like Wipeout, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, they were singing the Snowman song. I'm floating in the air.
Anyway, Gav, there's a Q2 going on. Commentate, damn it.
And Craigie. I'll show up for a bit.
Shane Kravitz there and all was telling fantastic insight though, it has to be said, ladies and gentlemen out there as well, if you were listening. A little bit more knowledge to the old noggin is never a bad thing, especially when Formula One's involved. Great stuff, fantastic pieces of machinery, and as Shane was saying, the engineering out there and the quality of parts and precision is just fantastic. Sure, you know what I mean? All the air is going around in an exaggerated circle as well, let's not forget, but the fastest one around takes home all the glory.
I find it ridiculous as well that they're changing the pit stops and making them sit for 2 seconds. It's just to stop Red Bull, man. But it's all about trying to, like, the aim was to get under 2 seconds. Like, it's incredible, like, you know.
Sure, Lewis doesn't make any mistakes now.
They've got under 2 seconds.
They do, yeah, but now, but they're trying to. There's a rule coming in from Hungary or something like that to mean the car has to sit stationary for 2 seconds or something like that, or
before touching it.
Yeah, or whatever. But apparently, it's the reason being is that Red Bull have sensors on the wheels that tell the guys when the wheels are ready, rather than it being just human.
Yeah, like, remember that Kimi Räikkönen's guy snapped his leg in half? Like, you know, why would you risk that?
Yeah, 100%.
But what was good though? But Perez had a sticky wheel nut on the rear wheel. That pit stop was only 2.4. That was where a mistake. 2.4 with a mistake.
I was trying to time it myself. Well, not trying to time it. I thought it would have been a 3.5 or something myself when I seen it. I was like instant second or whatever gone. But yeah. Oh man, Astrid trying to get a slipper stream from the Alfa Romeo over in front. Dangerous game to play, and he's invalidated. They're going into the corner. I have it here on my phone. But yeah, no, just kind of getting a bit of a slipstream from the car in front, obviously on sight of himself, into Brooklands. That's it, it's Brooklands. So there you go. The first racetrack, let's not forget, Brooklands. It's not around anymore, but it is a museum, which I plan on going to very shortly.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
David Coulthard's museum is quite good.
Coulthard as a museum? That's class. Well, if it's near me, I'll go see Anderson.
It's in Scotland, mate. You're in there. It's in the borders.
Oh, Jesus. There you go.
It's in his hometown.
What's his hometown?
Yeah, Twynham.
Is that where the rest of it all is from, or are they from a different town?
The rest is from Bathgate, I think.
Right, and
that's not far from me. Bathgate as well.
You guys attending now, like, you know, you sneaky snorkelers, wasn't Clark Scottish?
He's from the borders as well.
Yeah, Stewart.
You get
telling you, slipping it under there, you know what I mean? The English have some great motorsport now, in fairness and all, but you guys just coming over is like, ah!
Big Colin McRae.
Colin McRae, oh yeah, that's it. He was deadly.
It's just fucking die hard, isn't it? It's all or nothing for the guys.
I was watching his video the other day where he rolled it like twice, 3 times in like one race. It was like, legend.
Then the still drove it.
Yeah. Alright, so there's 5 minutes left on the clock. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, but I think there's a car getting out of the way. Who's on the bubble here? Canet again finds himself in trouble. He's still in the pit lane as well. Munster down there as well. No time set. We've seen him out on track earlier on, so he must have fallen foul of some track limits or just a mistake or two. Jane O'Mac just about to cross the... No, he's not. That's the old line. Jesus. Anyway.
Could I just make a request that the tyres are on the stream, please?
Yeah. No
and also, Monsters messaged me with regards to the water tank thing. 1983 or 1984 Tyrrell.
Nice one, Munster. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, guys. Well, I love all their sneaky, snorky bits. That's June into second. Fantastic.
Munster's not even hit a lap yet. He needs to get his backside out there. 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think he got caught out earlier on with... he was out there, seeing him out there, but I think he made a mistake or something. Shane O'Mac about to cross the line. What can he post up there into 4th position? That's good news for Shane. He's out with the danger zone, as they say. Yellow flag sector 1. That
someone's out of fuel, it sounds like.
Alright, because that turn 1, turn 2, so is always trying to bite you. Baggett's and Beckett's is always trying to bite you. The exit of Stowe is always trying to bite you. You know?
What do you find it hard about turn 1? I think it's because you just want to cut that curb slightly and it just offsets the car.
It's all to do with the much steering angle you put into it. You want to put the least amount of steering angle in. If you've more steering angle, the rear just overtakes.
You want a straight line as much as possible, and if your suspension's too firm at the rear, just do your switch left, it'll just... No, thank you, ta-ra.
You need to feed them in as well, fast corners, I think. You can't just like kind of turn in like, you know, as you used to be able to. You kind of need to ease it in as they understand. Because the rear end's just going to whip around and...
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and once you try and save something in this game, sure, Jesus, here, it's 50-50, man. You're in God's hands then.
Oh, I've just been booted. I've just been booted.
Ooh, that is not good news. I'll try and avoid you back in.
I'll do it, save you the scream.
Cool beans,
right,
cool
coming in
beans.
at the end of this lap.
So Munster on an out lap, Canet on an out lap. They're the two in the danger zone, boys. Boy zone. In 11 TSM.
This is why you don't have kids, people. Fucking. Excuse my language, bloody child.
It's alright. Technical difficulties.
When Sports Illustrated are in charge here, there'll be no F-bombs.
No. Well, I've been watching the P's and Q's lately.
So if that's the case, get out your fucking system now then.
Oh my word. Hey, can we keep using their stream?
Have children that have 5 devices on at the same time and they're right next to the box.
Oh, okay. Disconnect.
At least have the decency to plug it in.
Oh, you had to got it plugged in. He's got the Xbox plugged in.
You're the only one that done a lap on mediums.
So I was just going to say, so Crew's going to be the one here really in the danger zone because he's in 8th. He's just coming out of the pit lane now and he won't get a lap time.
Won't get a lap around 130, yeah.
Arctic Penguin, Bono
yeah,
Candy,
it's because I was inviting Craig back.
Sorry, my bad.
Can beat his 126.447. They will be true. So can anyone get up there? That's the bar. That's where it is, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see who's on lap times. Arctic Penguins launched on Bon Candy's into the pit lane. He's throwing the towel in. So there you go. Ken's still out there on a flyer, and so is Munster as well. Munster going through the S's also. I think Ken's coming into Stowe. Yellow flag sector 1, but I think it's someone getting out of the way maybe. But anyway, Ken into Stowe. What can he do? He needs to watch them. track limits. He does. He keeps all four wheels in the inside. Nicely done. Now the last corner, the chicane. Keep a ham and cheesy. Don't lose the rear on exit. Easy to try and do that too as well. And he's into 8th position, so he's beating Crew. So that's the important thing there for himself. Can Munster into 12th. Good effort by Munster. Out qualifying Bon Candy. So it's Arctic Penguin. He's invalidated. No, Arctic Penguin. No! So it looks like everyone's safe. It looks like Byers is 10th and Crew has sneaky bum time getting in there in 9th.
Sneaky bum time.
Lads, I think France are knocked out. France are knocked out.
Tongue twisted tonight, lads. I don't know what's going on. So everyone there in the top 10 is safe. But everyone there, Arctic Penguin is knocked out. Munster is out on Bon Candy as well. Bites the dust.
Hang on, sorry, Monster's on the lap. He's
He
not
is on the lap.
validated.
He is on the
So
lap.
he can still get in. I'm
sorry,
safe.
I thought you went into the pit lane.
No. I'm safe, but the Monster can still get through.
Alright then, so we pick Munster up going down
Monster
the
has
straight
purple
down
second,
to Stoke.
purple second sector.
He's up by 5/10 on his lap time.
Did he run out of fuel?
Oh.
I think that run out of fuel. I'm on board with him.
Really?
And the engines just died. It sounded like he lost a couple of cylinders.
Monster! Oh no! Oh man!
Remember
Boys,
not to do
lives
that
to
in the
fight
next on
another
Wednesday.
No, we got a bit ahead of ourselves there, but unfortunately Munster couldn't pull a Houdini and pull a rabbit out of the hat there, but yeah, good effort by Munster, just didn't quite get that fuel.
It was a wonderful middle sector.
He was up by 5/10, he was gonna smash his time. Definitely gonna be into the top 10 with that one he was, but unlucky for Munster there, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. And that's the top 10 now set, well, for Q3 now. So we got Equazar there, Astro, Total Carney, Oliver, PLR, Shane, Sam Brooks, Just Coconuts, Ken, Crew, and Boys going to be battled out now shortly for pole position. Who's it going to be? Who's going to get the look at the grid?
Sandbag Shane's through, isn't he? Hey?
Oh, there's no sandbags today, lads. It's definitely no sandbags today.
Are you on the wheel or are you on the controller?
Crew can attest. I'm definitely not on the wheel. We had a race the other day and I was in the wheel. I was a minute behind. So
no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no way.
It's true, actually. It's true.
Now, in fairness, I went like no. I took the ABS off and the traction off, but I was still.
And even when he switched to the pad, he was still a minute behind me.
Yeah.
I should have streamed it because no bugger believes me.
Sure,
yeah, that's true.
I beat Shane there the other day in Russia as well.
Yeah.
I think I saved it. I
Quick sports report, guys. France is out of the Euros.
I was saying that there. Yeah, they got knocked out.
Mbappe got his penalty saved in the penalty shootout.
Oh,
Delighted.
Penalty shootout. Oh, heartbreaking for all of them.
Switzerland, excellent news.
Yeah.
As an Irishman.
Sure, a matter of nothing to views, Crew, when you get knocked out by Germany tomorrow. So.
It's not happening, mate. It's the Germans. I don't know what they've got coming.
The Germans.
It's gonna be 3-0 at half time to England.
You think?
Alright, gentlemen.
Maybe in yellow card, but still.
Listen, you should eat. What's that?
It's Q3.
Formula 1 qualifying 3 here. PLR last round. Here we go. What's it gonna be? So, alright then, my money is going for. I'm gonna go Equazar. That's who I'm gonna pick with this one.
That was my pick.
Oh no, well that's get. I go first.
You're in car. You're not allowed to pick.
Yeah.
You can
only
start the
fix it,
fingers.
Shane.
Hey, you can fix it.
You can pick third, Shane. I'll pick last. Go on, Craig.
Q80 for me.
Astrad.
Ken.
My mate Ken.
Do you know who I'm going to pick?
Who?
Because all three of you, not very nice. I'm going to pick me.
Alright Right, crew.
No,
fair
I'm not. I'm
enough.
not. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm really not. I will go for coconuts.
Coconuts, man. There you go. All right then. So we all have a nice spread across the field there. If I was now someone's teammate,
It's
like
very
Oliver
sunny
there,
out now. Just to let you know, it's gone really bright compared to Q2 even.
Yeah, the sun's out.
Guns out.
Sun's out, Huns out.
But the important thing is, who's going to be first between me and Shane?
Shane.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I agree. I agree with you on that one. Gav, make it 3-0.
Don't know, man. Somebody could do an old lemony tang into the first corner and just like beeline.
Well, I am in your Williams.
Here, man. You want to watch out for everything in that thing, man. That thing is a magnet. I'm not even lying. Like,
I know it is. I know. Don't you worry about that.
You know. Anyway. So
What
Ken's
car
the
are you
first
getting next year?
Yeah, I tell you, I want an Alpha or something like that. You know, something tasty.
You're
something
getting
tasty.
Haas.
I don't mind. That's still got my favourite powertrain in the back of it. So, you know what I mean? Well, you. So, yeah. So Ken.
Java spin.
Gavin spin. Oh man, spin on it. So Ken is on the lap, lads. Here we go, trying it out for pole position, going through the old first corner now, keeping it nice and tidy through the exit there as well. Very nicely done now, running into Maggots here, left, right, into Maggots, another left, right, ever tightening, ever straining, and he's running a little bit wide on the exit. He has the front end, gave up the ghost.
Invalidated.
So that's Ken out of this run here. Who else have we got there? We got a Renault that looks like it's Shane O'Mac. To have a look at himself.
Quasar's behind him.
Now. Nicely done. Look at that. Keeping it nice and tasty on the exit there as well. Not leaving anything on the table. Coming into the last chicane now. Very nicely done. Lovely lines by Shane there. And across the line. A little bit of a curb hop there. 125.1 for himself. So... can anyone beat that? Yes, they can. Quasar. Well done. 26.4. What a fantastic lap time from himself there. Looks like just coconuts. He's invalidated. So we'll look at Total Carney next. It looks like he's just gone through Stowe down into the last chicane now. Oh no, he's into the pit lane. All right then. So he's giving up the ghost on that one. So as well as that, Oliver. Astrid's about to come across the line now. What can he post up there? He's second to the 124.692. So only what's that, 400s between the two boys. That's unreal. Savage stuff. PLR living up to its expectations again. That looks 26.
Just to say, my I don't think it's Assassins, but my old pole position run is a 24.4. So just wanted to get that one in.
Ken running wide again, the same mistake 2 laps in a row. He just can't get that front end to bite through that last bit of yeses there. Not good news for himself. It looks like Oliver's just about to cross the line as well. What can he put on the board? Into fourth at 125.4. Not too bad. Not too bad. He'd want to get a couple of tenths off that if he can. Who else have we got here now? Crew is on a flyer. Above border Crew. Yes, he is. He's going through the old start finish straight now. Now coming into Cops he goes. Oh, nicely done. Nearly losing the rear, but kept it on the track. Coming into Maggots now. Flat left, flat right. If you're feeling brave, into a slight downshift left, and then build it through the right hander. Don't be too eager. But anyway, on DRS down the back straight now. The hanger straight into Stowe. Famous camera angles there. Looking forward to some battles through the race. Through Stowe he goes. Lovely jubbly on the exit there as well. Down into Vale. Oh, cutting it close to the track limits. Yes, he is cutting it very close, but he gets away with it. And what can he do? Through the last corner, across the line, into fifth on a 125.6.
I didn't nearly lose the rear, by the way.
I
in
know,
the old turn one.
The angle looked like it. The angle looked like it. All right.
Just thought I'd get that in there as well. I mean,
but the cameras don't lie, yeah.
you know.
It looked dodgy, man. It was the
It looked
low
dodgy.
angle.
I just downshifted. That was all.
Must have been the he-hays or something.
Beer haze.
Great stuff. I just swallowed a lemon seed.
Oh, lovely. You on the gin?
Oh. No, I'm just having some Diet Coke with a slice of lemon and lime because I'm feeling fabulous.
That's so funny that Gav eats a lemon seed, and the first thing is he's having a gin.
Alright, so Total Cardi's on an outlap. It looks like most of the people are going to be coming in now.
Well, you just know him too well, though, Shane. That's what it is. You just like the alcohol volumes.
I had one there earlier on now, a nice little strongbow, but anyway, let's not start naming off unsponsored content.
Just bring the alcohol. Just bring the alcohol.
Yeah, just give me alcohol. I'll say what you want. I know. So Cardi is actually on a lap time now. So he's the Scuderia Ferrari number 91, the teammate of the champion this year, but it's all himself this evening. Yeah, what can he do? A little bit of a lock up there, but he got away with it there. Seemed to get the power down nicely. Yeah, coming up the cops here. How can he handle this one? Again, feed the front end through. Don't be too aggressive. You'll be around, but he keeps it nice and straight. Maggots, Beckett's, I tell you, every time you go through here, you just need to... I close my eyes, personally.
Oh, every time we go through here, I think it's something else.
Is that just at that corner you close your eyes, or pretty much every corner?
Definitely turn one, lap one, anyway. I don't even use the brakes. Into that Abbey chicane now. Another lock up there, but you seem to get the front end in nicely. What can he do across the line? Here we go. Oh, he's in a third of the 124.9. Great lap time from himself into the 24s. Anyone in there today should be happy with themselves. So that's the first round done and dusted with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, just under now.
Equator's just started a lap.
It was it, alright. We'll jump on board. I was going to say the big boys are coming out now for their second runs. So we Quasar down into turn 1, turn 2. Craig, you want to take this one?
I don't know if I can find remember where he is.
We're looking at Quasar at the moment.
As he come down the new straight, isn't he? Yep. I've no idea what this corner is called.
Alright.
This is the old part of the circuit.
Yeah.
Come down to the old start finish straight. Oh, nice wee bit of power in there. He's coming in the is it cops?
Okay, let's go.
Cops, yeah.
Oh, look at that. I'm not too drunk.
I know. Don't need notes.
And the maggots. And it's right. You just got to get the power right here. Lifting off at the point, get the front nose in to tight. Oh, nice and tidy there, down the hanger straight. Set another purple sector there. And Stowe, long hand curve, get the hard braking at the bottom of this. Where Grosjean nearly blocked Ricardo last year. And he's just bettered it by 124.4.
Good man, Quasar.
Couple of tenths off that, fair play to himself. Great lap time. It looks like I might be getting some points after all, but Stuart's going to have something to say about it if he can. Same as Total Carney and Shane as well. Let's see what Shane can do out there. But just Coconuts looks like he's actually on a lap time. He's up on his previous one as well.
I'm just going to say that we're talking about not getting sponsorship and stuff. I used to phone EE, by the way. Don't need this. You don't need this Kevin Bacon now. Just go EE.
Yes.
Correct, Kev.
Somebody patent that now. So we're looking at just Coconuts. He's out in a lap time. Just about to finish a lap time now. I think there's a few cars out on laps now as well. Some cars out on out laps also. Coconuts through the last corner. What can he post on? He does improve 125.599. Fantastic stuff on Coconuts. That's always what you're looking for. It's just improving.
Just jumping on the Canary because he's coming up to the end of his lap.
Ken, yeah, jumping
He's
on
in the
board
store
as well.
just now.
He's been finding himself really in the pressure seats all through qualifying. Struggling to get lap times in there, but pushing hard, obviously.
His front end just not giving him the bite that he wants, I don't think.
125.4 with a yellow flag in all sectors in 1 second there. Looks like Sam Brooks is... No, he's just coming off the pits. Astrud across the line. It looks like there 124.4. Fantastic from Astrud. He's upset the Quasar party now. I tell you, it looks like I'll be thirsty for a while. Oliver as well is going to be coming across the line anytime now. Down into the Abbey chicane he goes. What can he do? What can he do? I think Sam's going to be coming into the pit lane. Yes, he is. So Oliver across the line is 6th. Oh no, he's 200ths off his lap time, so he stays where he is. That's himself, I think, just Coconuts there. Oh, he's invalidated there as well, so that's him done. It does with a bit of a shake in the car there, not a happy camper. And then we look to Shane.
I've invalidated.
No, Shane's invalidated, so
just going for an.
The Quasar is still out there. Crew
Crew's
is
the only
out
one
there
that
on the
could-
lap time. What can Crew do? Crew's coming down the hanger straight now.
That Quasar spinning in the spot, he is.
Yeah, so
It's-
Crew into Stowe, a little bit of a touch of the grass there, trying to eke out as much as he can through these corners. Not much now, through this left and right, and then it's just a short dash to the line. Watch the rear end on acceleration. What can he do? Into 6th
6th.
position in the 125.4, so... Sixth
Wow.
for himself with that one, and I think that's pretty much her. I think that's it, done and dusted with it. Astrud takes pole position for the last race of the season. Fantastic result from himself. He'd be delighted with that.
Absolutely.
Never in doubt. Call it.
Oh yeah. Well done the Quasar as well. I tell you, I know that feeling, buddy, pal.
Very close.
Very close.
I'm too slow for tier 1.
I was 3/10 up. I invalidated in what corner was it? I think it was the first maggots.
Yeah.
So I could have got the 24.9, but I wouldn't have been getting 24.4 today.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Astrud there for the pole position for the Silverstone Grand Prix, which is coming up shortly there. Quasar rounded out the front row. Total Cardi and Shane O'Mac there in the second row. Ken and Crew in the third, 5th and 6th. Oliver in 7th there. Sam Brooks in 8th. Coconuts in 9th. Boys in 10th. Fantastic stuff from everyone there. Keeping it nicely done.
It's good seeing a second gap pretty much splitting everybody in Q3 rather than a second gap splitting first and second in tier 1 for a change.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
You're all welcome.
Sure.
Just beat Boyo, whatever, the guy in P10, that's him serving his Q3 ban there, so that's just
fair
served
enough.
from tier 3, just to make people aware that penalty is served. There was no confirmation of what quali ban it was, so sure,
Cool.
Q3 ban then was, I just told him to do a Q3 then, and yeah, that's that.
Done deal. Alright, so and it's raining cats and dogs again for the Grand Prix. Will it dry up or will it keep wet, Craig? That's the question. And Shane, obviously, and Crew, but sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I in a car?
I like the rain.
I don't.
Why am I in a
Oh,
car?
Craig, because you rejoined. Remember you jumped
Oh,
out and
fuck's
rejoined.
sake.
You rejoined, yeah. Just retire, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I can't retire.
Just go in
Go
the,
for it, Craig.
go in the pits and retire.
Eh?
Simple.
Oh, right, just dump out. Sweet.
Take a beeline into Shane in the first corner. Just don't tell anyone, alright? I told you.
No, Gav, I'm doing that. I'm right directly behind him, mate. I'll be doing that. Don't worry about it.
We go to plan B.
D.
I have the drink. I have the drink.
No, plan
You
D.
have the drink.
Bringing the car up to temperature.
Destroy.
Tactic X.
You know, Mocking is catching in fairness, so we look forward to crew locking up under the... oh no. So everyone's on their warm-up lap now. Important to get your tyres up to temperature. It's very lucky that for some drivers, if they do go off, that the damage doesn't carry over.
Mason's in a wall already.
Oh well, there we go. So lucky that the damage doesn't carry over to the start of the race, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Kilos is in there as well, so that's great. He's going to be starting 15th. Cameron and Craigie, well, Craig's going to retire as soon as possible after he smashes into Shane. But yeah, I know. Shane, everyone, like, there's always a bullet on your back or a target on your back. What is it like?
You tell me. You tell me.
I don't know. Like, it's just.
I think it's jealousy.
Yeah, definitely.
For a while now.
Has to be, sure. But yeah, so Astrid there in pole position, getting the tyres warmed up. Quasar just behind them there as well. As I was saying, Craig, the damage doesn't carry over, so just for the guys to be careful out there, I suppose, because this is also like a safety car situation, which we have seen incidents like that in the past. So just to keep it nice and handy.
Light rain will stay with us
There's
for at
Sam
least
Brooks
20
there in
minutes,
8th.
maybe
Oliver in
more.
7th.
Rain
He'd
is
be
yet
looking
to
for
stay,
another
but it
solid
does look like
points
best
playing
time for
position, as well as a lot of these drivers out there. Then we got Sam Brooks into the wall there. We caught that on stream. That's embarrassing. Oh no. I know.
I just asked Jeff there
Easily
what the
done,
crack
man.
is with the weather, and he said that this light rain will be here for at least 20 minutes.
Fantastic.
So,
Yeah, but Shane, you won't need to worry about it when you're in the barrier at turn 3.
that's true.
Yeah.
Medium traction activated.
That's not going to save you.
I'm in the same car as you. You'll never know it's me.
Just do it for stopping into Hamilton. That's probably going to happen somewhere along the line.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient.
Season finale.
You're
Game
still,
finale for Tier 1.
waiting on the other Ferrari to catch up.
So everyone taking their positions now.
Oh yeah, there he is, there on the
grid.
last corner, yeah.
Lovely jubilee. All the drivers seem to be ready to rock and roll now. The green flag is waving at the back of the field, so we expect them lights to come on anytime soon. As well as that, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget there's normally a 5-second delay somehow. But let's see how they get on. Lights are on. The revs are up. And they're away. There's no glitch there, so it's a fantastic start there. They all seem to be streaming across. There's a Ferrari loose in the background, and there's a bit of a crash, definitely. Craig, Cameron and all getting caught up, but a few cars running wide there through turn 1 as well. Astrud is definitely after getting caught out. Racing Point there, breaking some polystyrene braking zones. But everyone keeping it ham and cheesy through turn 1 as much as they can. Yellow flag there, second one, a few front wings, front end plates going around, but by all means seems to be doing alright. We're on board of Sam Brooks here, just coming down into Brooks left-hander. Coconuts there closing up on Ken as well, just in front. But yeah, we look back now at the TV screen. Everyone trying to keep themselves nice and clean. Lovely jubbly. Shane on the inside of Sam Brooks here. Look at that. On board of Shane here, looking at Sam Brooks on the outside. Looks like Mason's after retiring, or something's after happening to him back there. Yellow flag, sector wood. Dodgy through that corner there, on the, especially the first lap. So who is it? It's Mason. Yeah, what's he doing?
He's retired.
Yeah, so Mason just tried to cause an accident there and then retired. So we caught that on screen. Well, the end of it anyway. Anyway, Munster on the back of Bon Candy, pulling it into the slipstream into Stowe. How can he do? Bon Candy gives him racing room on the outside. Munster keeps it to the inside. Lovely jubbly, great manoeuvre from himself. Bon Candy having a bit of front wing damage there, but Munster nonetheless pulling off a fantastic manoeuvre. And it looks like Oliver's after getting caught out there to start there, Craig. Big time. Down into 13th. Oh, Kilos is loose. How has he saved that one? How has he saved that one? Luckily enough from himself, but it looks like he might be disconnected. He's ghosting at the moment. Craig, he's retired from the session. Good stuff, Craig. So we see some people are ghosting here at the moment. I don't know. It's lap 3 glitch, I say. Lap 3 glitch. Alright, so we're back with the leader, Equazer. A bit of a gap now starting to develop there down to Astrud in second position, 2 seconds odd. He was getting a bit of pressure. Oh, sorry, Total Carney there in third then, who's under pressure from Ken. No, he's not. So he's giving Astrud some pressure. Jesus.
I've no timing. Yeah.
Yeah. Big battle going on here between Arctic Penguin and all here. We're just going to look at himself while the timing screens sort themselves out. He's in mid-pack there. His teammates just in front. It looks like Kilos is just behind as well. Very close battle on track. Is he going to pull out? Yes, he is. Down into Stowe, side by side between the teammates. Oh, still by side the exit there. So change of position, so very nicely done from the guys, giving each other some room, and it looks like Kilo's trying to take advantage there as well, getting a bit argy-bargy, but he makes that move stick. Boyles is after getting bullied out there, and he's compromised as well, so it looks like Oliver's going to get the manoeuvre maybe as well. No, Oliver backs out of it. Mr. Wise guy there lives to fight another day. So we're back up then with just Coconuts. Having a look at him now, in 5th position, starting to make inroads on Ken in front if he can. Crew as well just behind, just waiting to see if any mistakes start to open up.
Penguins around.
Okay, clear.
Is he?
And there's an alpha in the background.
Kilos. It's Kilos. Kilos is spun around as well himself.
One's gone.
Oh, sick buzz for themselves, man. Sick buzz. I missed it myself. Yeah, not good for Kilos there, Arctic Penguin. Hopefully they can make it back up, but a few drivers are starting to struggle there at the exit of Cops there as well, seeing at least 2 or 3 of them go wide as they're on board a Crew. Drivers definitely starting to find it difficult, maybe because they're pushing now, Craig, just to start to push these cars as much. They've found their rhythm, but they need to make inroads in the cars in front, and that's really what it boils down to maybe.
Quasar is stretching a 4-second gap already.
Yeah, Quasar flying along in the front there. Astrud's coming under pressure from Total Carney there for 2nd and 3rd. But yeah, now Quasar's just checked out at the front. He's built himself a nice gap. He doesn't need to do anything now anymore really. He can just take it easy, run his own pace. He's got a bit in hand from the guys, so yeah, that's no risks, I suppose.
And just Coconuts says he's keeping Canetti on us. He's in there for 5-10.
Looking good. You can
Yeah,
use overtake to
indeed.
get
He's been
past.
sniffing at Canet there for a few laps now. Are terrible in this race. They keep going to on board looking at the driver shots.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Copeland still on the back of Ken, and we have a look back as well. Shane is starting to put pressure on Sam Brooks in front as well.
Carney's way off his street as well. He's right on his tail.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Looking at it now, Astru's a little bit wide. This is where mistakes can creep in when you're under pressure through these corners.
This is one place you get time penalties. It's quite easy to happen.
Yeah, see, Carney lost a couple of tenths there, but he kept it on, like, you know, he kept it. That's the main thing. Looks like Crew is lining up, just staying in the slipstream behind as well. Arctic Penguin is 2 tenths off Bon Candy. Yeah. He's looking like he's trying to make a move down. Yeah, he's going to be having a look at this now down into Stowe. So he's down the hanger straight now. Into the slipstream he goes. 14th on 13th. Can he make a move down the inside? No, he thinks better of it. Look at that. Bon Candy kind of chops over his nose. Good. That's what you're allowed to do. Racing hard, racing good.
behind is gaining on you by
Candy
5
getting a bit
tenths.
caught out there, locking up into that corner there,
Oh, we
and tapping the back of Bon Candy. So definitely a bit of a pace advantage there from Arctic Penguin, but mightn't necessarily have the patience at this moment in time.
I think Bono Candy lost a bit of traction, so he had to get off. Yeah, there's
Bon
definitely.
Candy must have some. No, Bon Candy's missing some wing at the front there.
So
and
he
it's
is.
just. Yeah. So
Right
it
end
isn't-
plate. Right end plate's gone.
Yeah. So here we go. This should be it. What's it? No.
Oh,
giving
that's
each
a bit
other
of a
room.
skip
Fair play.
there.
Yeah, fair play though. Bono just took a bit of a cut there, but in fairness. Don't mind that. So there we go. Arctic makes that move stick. Fair play to him. We're going to jump back on board. Up to crew. He's in sixth. No one's really able to make inroads in the cars in front at the moment. Maybe they're just kind of keeping that rhythm, keeping it going, keeping their car in shape, Craig.
Yeah, just you try the key in this track. I think is like keep penalty free, especially we're known for our T2 races. You know as well with 25 penalty points.
Yeah. Yep.
It's quite sucks you in because you just want to attack it, and but you get caution penalties.
Had a good, my fair amount of spins and mess ups as well in races. Nothing worse than a self-inflicted win. When you do it about 4 times in a race, then that's it. Ah, sure.
Points means
Yeah.
prizes.
That's it. We need to start using that, I tell you. So yeah, everyone's just kind of settling into their own rhythm. The guys here, KD, Coconut's crew, just kind of keeping each other honest here. Maybe closing up the Carney ever so slightly, keeping Sam Brooks behind as much as they can with Shane as well. 1.3 behind Sam. Fading off a little bit there, but he's probably keeping his tyres, might be trying to do an overcut or something sneaky, snorkely. We know Shane, he might be trying to go extra long on them inters and hope and pray that it dries out. I'm sure he is.
I tell you that, it just hasn't got the traction.
Yeah. With his compromised dry setup as well, actually, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're all running dry setups with a bit more height, aren't they?
Oh, Mr.
crew.
No penalty gets a penalty.
Nah.
3 corrections, 3 warnings.
Pretty much burned
Fair
out
Ah.
excess fuel.
I hate it. When it's wet, it does you a warning when you correct, and you're obviously going slower. It's stupid.
Yeah. Cool. As the Quasar just sets the fastest lap of the race at a 1:36.927. The
Yeah,
track
he's
might
running
be
away
drying
with
up
it.
here. Is it raining? Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
it's
still
still
raining.
raining.
The camera angle was terrible there. I was like, what is
It could be just a touch lighter, but it is still raining.
Thanks very much, crew, for the inboard information. Shane, don't know how he's getting on there. If you can hear me, how's he feeling? The car behind Sam Brooks, I wonder. Probably like, oh, you had to ask me during the corner. Anyway, he might get on somewhere along the line.
You're just coming in the straight now, you might jump on.
Yeah, you're at it. For turn 1, 2 and 3, you start asking me questions. I'm like, what are you doing? See, I flicked the medium traction on for the wet, and it's just so different to drive, and yeah, just have no pace. Simple as. Total Carney completely took me out in the first corner as well, so I might have wing damage. I haven't even checked. Oh, I was up to P2 coming into the first corner, and then I'm on the inside line, and I'm completely to the right hand side. You can't go any more to the right, and just get whacked out, and then I drop down to P9 or something, and obviously that's where I am now.
Yeah, I was right behind you. I was waiting for a straight as well.
From the front through your car, there's no damage to your car, Shane.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, sorry there. Oliver is blowing his beans down the hanger straight here. No, he's not close enough. It looks like boys, Oliver and Cameron are really going hard out of here. Oliver was blowing his beans down. He's no more ERS now. he's red at the moment, and it doesn't look like he's got any left either.
I have 100
No, he's got
or 96.
He's got half a tank.
he does. Sorry, my bad. It was just blinking red.
It's
He
only
might have
10,
used it over the lap though, because you have your maximum deployment over a lap.
Cameron as well, man. He's just right behind Oliver as well. This is going to kick off now any time now. Oliver's got like 91%.
Probably 97, 98. I haven't been using it.
Yeah.
It's no need. I can't get close enough. The one time I got close enough, I know Sam done a nice defensive move. He kind of held up in mid-apex, which then made me having to slam on, and then he was able to accelerate out. Oh, fair driving, like, you know what I mean? It's clever driving. Unless he mightn't have even meant it. Could have just made a mistake. But it looked like it was a good bit of defensive.
Austria's just gained a penalty and lost second to Total Carney, and nearly lost it. You cops, we were on board with them through most of it. So dodgy out there, boys. Gaining on Sam Brooks though, it is fluctuating a little bit.
Yeah, I get a bit too close, then I start understeering and losing a bit of time.
Has no overtake left. He's on like 6-7% at the end of the straight there. Oliver is still trying his hardest, but Boys is using that to fantastic defensive capabilities, and Cameron's just still sitting on 96, 97 into the braking zone there. Just biding his time, I'd say. It looks like as well Munster is 1.1 behind. Is starting to close the gap for sure on these boys up in front, and he'll be sniffing some points paying positions there. Well, top 10 if he can this evening. No way, Oliver gets loose, so Cameron launches it up the inside. Great manoeuvre into turn 2. Savage stuff. Oliver just opens that door with a bit of a tank slapper, corrects it. In fairness, he saved it. But yeah, he just left the door open for Cameron, and he didn't take a second to take that bite, I'm telling you now. And Boys has a big problem now, because he has hardly any ERS. He's got 32%, but Cameron has 100% now, so here we go, and it looks like a bit of pace advantage as well, so he's going to be trying to get by ASAP, and it looks like Shane is caught up to 5/10 as well on Sam. Whoa, the tyres don't look the greatest through there, Shane.
Oh, it's just understeer. You're just so close to the car in front. It's not
Cameron
great.
had to slam on there because he was going to be right in Boys' back end.
Jumped back on board just as he was pulling away after slamming on, and he has no front right end plate now. So, well, here we go. He's on the ERS now down the back straight, but no, he's taking it off. So he might be coming in to do a pit stop tactically to change his front nose and his tyres. But let's see what he does here. No, he's super wide again, so he's all right. He's still on track. Yeah, Shane 3/10 on Sam Brooks now. Looks like Shane smells some blood in the water. What can he do? 4/10, so gets a little bit better exit. Oh man! I'm just going to shut up now. Leave Shane alone.
Yeah, running 2.6 in the rain. I probably should have put a bit more front end on the car.
That'll learn you.
Use overtake.
No sympathy from here.
Yeah. It's the dry setup that I was using, so I should have put a bit more front on.
Cameron's got a great run. He's pulling to the inside. Boys doesn't even ball it out, but yes, Boys is going back around the outside. There's contact being made. Racing room anyway. It looks as if Cameron's through, but he definitely didn't give Boys any room there whatsoever. He kind of put him onto the
slap!
Cameron nearly lost it.
Oh, Shane O'Mac, 3-second penalty.
Oh man, I was trying to check the weather and my car just went off track in a straight line.
Cameron nearly lost it there. He done a Hamilton, man. Just saved it at the last second.
Shane, it's raining.
I know. I've seen if there's a point in extending the stint, but I don't think it's going to dry, so...
Hey Jeff, what's the weather? Your tyre temperature is 82 degrees on the front left. It's like, what? Anyway.
Just Coconuts has been right up Canetti's back end this entire race so far.
sick of seeing a Haas by the end of this.
I would just be removing the H at the end of the race.
Such close pace though as well in this tier 1 race, Craig. You know what I mean? Like, not many people are able to get that lasting advantage on people unless a mistake is made. They're just really kind of keeping within 3 to 5 tenths, most of them, a second, some of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's thereabouts.
Yeah, the only person that's running away with it is Quasar. 9 seconds ahead. He was 10. He must have had a wee moment.
Yeah. Could you imagine he'd been there? We're on board here with Mudster. Mudster having a great race there in 12th. He got himself out of turn 1. It seems fairly handy dandy, and he's going to be trying to take advantage of these two boys up in front. Oliver and Boyles having a big ding dong battle there for 10th and 11th. Here they are going through Maggots and Beckett's. Oliver, 2-second time penalty, just cut that a little bit too much there, trying to gain that bit of an advantage. He's got a great run through Chapel now, or Church, I don't know what that name is.
I'm just
Anyway,
going to correct, Cameron's on hot pursuit on Shane. He's just took a 4-second behind by gap down to 2.8.
That Cameron fella has some serious pace in that car. Cameron's in the pit lane as well, and Oliver's hit boys, but he's kept it going, so that's alright. The Cameron's got serious pace, man.
Yeah, we had a broken wing as well, so there's good chances changing that wing up to get me even more.
Anyway, so Mudster's right on the back of these guys. Yellow flag sector 3. It looks like Arctic Penguin may have had a spin in the last corner. So Mudster's caught right up to the back of these guys now. He's within 8 tenths going on to the back straight, and Oliver is 6 tenths behind. So 6 tenths between the three of them. 9th, 10th and 11th. Fantastic stuff here. It's just going to really kick off now, I'd say, any time now. Oliver a little bit further behind actually than he wanted to be, but Mudster's closer. It'd be interesting now to see where Cameron comes out after this pit stop cycle ends, because obviously he was catching Shane. Shane was near Sam. Sam 6 seconds behind Crew, so you know what I mean?
Cameron can't get his tyres to work. He's sliding all over the shop right now.
Some good information for the rest of the teams out there. But yeah, Oliver's definitely after losing a bit of the ghost there. It looks like Mudster is well behind, so this battle seems to have sorted itself out for the time being. We got other people into the pit lane there. Astrude's into the pit. Coconuts is into the pit now as well. Everyone's starting to pull the trigger. Shane's diving down pit lane as well. He's trying to cover off Cameron if he can. He's got a 5-second penalty. Oh no, don't shoot the messenger. Oh. I know, it is a pain. It is a pain. It is a pain.
You don't have the racing line on, you don't have your braking reference. I think it was like 40 mile an hour.
Oh, sick. That's just lame. Anyway, so you're in the pit lane there. It looks like Crew has got himself up in the 4th position, but as you said, people are starting to pit now. So we need to look at the pit exits, basically. That's what we need to be looking at. He's going to be in Dodge Central.
That was our last stop.
Shane's going out of the pit lane now. Yeah, he's miles in front of Cameron.
Yeah.
For himself there, he's happy with that one. Now Cameron had probably a change of front wing as well, though, on that one, didn't he?
No, he did, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mudster still looking at Oliver, and boys trying to go with each other there. I tell you, Oliver's like a hungry dog trying to eat that piece of steak that's just on that little bit too far for him. And then Mudster's like that angry dog's brother beside him, is like, when you get wrecked, I'm going to get it now in a minute, like, you know, because I've got a longer lead. So, I don't know. Take that how you want to, but... It's gas. Sorry, Oliver closing again on boys, but Lone Cigar, it just seems to be Groundhog Day for himself. Looks like Ken's into the pit lane, Carney's into the pit, Sambro, everyone's into the pit now. The leader is into the pit, so Crew takes over the lead for today for a lap here 2 here. Hoping now there's some sort of safety car, I'm assuming, because they tell you they're in a good county then. Yeah, here's that total Carney about to come out of the pit lane now. Where's he kind of funnel out to? Oliver's past him, but that's not really what we're looking for. Astrid still behind, so Astrid hasn't gained, but he does have tyre temperature. Ken's just behind Coconuts as well. Coconuts is deep into turn 1. Looking okay. Oh yeah, because Ken has got a little bit extra on his
that's quite interesting. Munster's jumped Boyle in the pits.
Shane has jumped Brooks in the pits as well. Well done to Munster. That's a fantastic strategy from himself there. And is he going to jump Oliver as well? Because they were all battling in the train.
No, you actually both pitted in the same lap, but Munster got out before Boyle.
Well, good man. Fair play to the AlphaTauri boys. Munster will be happy with that one. So we're looking at Ken just on the back of Coconuts, trying to make a move happen here. He's only 3 tenths behind, coming into Maggotts and Beckett's. He will lose a little bit here, but can he get a good run on the last bit there? He's got a full ERS. Coconuts as well. Coconuts is already on it, they're both on it, so there we go. It's probably going to be status quo by the end of this straight.
The Coconuts jumped Canetti in the pit lane as well.
The strategy's definitely after turning itself on its head. Oliver's into the pit lane now himself, so we're looking for the battle there with Munster and Boyles, but Munster's pulled a 4-second gap on Boyles with that one, so where's Oliver actually going to come out here? I just don't know. Crew's into the pit lane as well.
Oh, Munster's coming in to Croft, whatever it is.
Crew's coming out now. Who's he going to be beside? Sir Arctic Penguin. He's out in front, nicely done. Where's Oliver going to feed out there? Where's Munster? That's the question. Munster's just about to come across the line.
Yeah, I think Oliver's just going to get him. Just.
So Munster's there. Where's Oliver? There's Oliver just coming out of the pit lane, as you say. What's going to be looking at the braking zone and the next few corners, because this is make or break.
Tyre temp is going to be a dividends here, I think, because Oliver's will get the power down quickly.
Great stuff from Munster though, jumping one of the cars in front. Fantastic during the pit stops.
Arctic Penguin's on the back of Crew right now, to the 8 tenths.
We disconnected, boys.
No. Sake.
Okay, yeah. No.
That's mad, man. You're just not having a good race at all, Shane, are you? Like, it's like the look of the commentators.
Oh, man.
Just like literally happening there. So, Ken is left session also. Ooh. Crew has left the session.
And I have as well.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's I think host.
I'm not the host anymore, guys.
Shane has joined.
Who's host now, I wonder? It's been Craigie.
Well, I got disconnected earlier.
Yeah, you did.
I want Ken and Crew back in.
Oh, good stuff. So, race back on, boys. So, Shane finds himself where he was before. His car has done a Danny Rick on him. Cameron on the inside of him there as well. That is just not what he wants. Literally Danny Rick style altogether. He's going to be back in now in a second, but all that hard work that he's done is just being erased. Shane, what's your thoughts?
Here's what it is. I turned traction off now, just here. I'm already slipping and sliding.
Yeah, we were looking at that. We'll leave it to that one. There's no interval left anymore on the timing screen either, so that's fantastic.
You've taken P9.
It's glitching all over the place, even the picture's glitching.
Okay, this lobby has broken.
We're over halfway, so I suppose we can...
Yeah,
we can...
16 to 26. Keep her going anyway.
Like if it gets any worse, we'll make a decision. Cameron nearly lost it in front of me. I think they nearly hit each other.
Cameron looked like he hit the back of Brooks there through the corner.
He did. He's got damage. He has right end plate damage. Again.
Sorry to laugh, but like that. No, he doesn't. He's alright.
I don't know. It looked black.
That's what he had the last time. It's right front. There's nothing worse when you pit, and then as soon as you pit for your new nose cone, you wreck it again. You're like, nah.
Sam Brooks 3-second penalty.
Trying to keep the charge and Cameron behind. Oh, Cameron launching it down the inside. He gave a good dive bomb, but he kept it under control. Nicely done, I tell you. Sam Brooks, I say, had a heart attack with that one. You think twice about turning in the next corner, and that's what it's all about, putting pressure on that driver up in front. Great stuff, great doing. Very committed, but didn't overcommit, which is good stuff. Very difficult to be able to judge that in these conditions as well. It has to be said there, Craig.
Yeah, the braking zones are all over the shop.
Oh, Shane's around in the background there.
So no. Oh, was that a receptive track?
Yeah, we're allowed to reset if there's no cars around. And there was no cars around at the time.
Oh no, I seen you blocking that.
Well, I couldn't get the power on.
That was it, man. Once you go around there, you're gone. Oh, look at this. Cameron's trying to get out the inside of Brooks. True, the S is there, but he doesn't quite get it going. Sam Brooks is definitely defending, using his DRS down the straight. Cameron pulls out a slipstream to the inside, though. Lovely. What a fantastic manoeuvre there. Great stuff from the two drivers, giving each other some great room there. Brooks looks like he might be challenging back. He is. He's back down the inside. What a fantastic manoeuvre. And it looks like Cameron's going back around the inside again. Wow, what great stuff between these drivers, lads. Hats off. Well done, Cameron. Well done, Brooks. That was some fantastic racing. Cameron's wide. Oh, he kept it on the island, though. He didn't spin it. I thought he was going to lose it there, Craig.
He definitely looked like he was losing it.
Yeah, especially on that grass bit as well. Holy moly.
Oh, it's going to be the longest pit stop ever. I have to serve a 5-second, get my wing changed.
I'm bored of Shane now. How good are these Renault boys going to be in that pit stop?
It's going to take a while.
Doesn't look like there's much of a battle going on track at the moment.
Kennett's retired.
It looks like Ken's out of the Grand Prix.
Ken's gone.
Ken's out of the Grand Prix.
Safety car.
Crashed it to the inside. Safety car is being deployed. And that's all I wrote there for Ken. Unfortunate for himself. It looks like he's done Shane, he done the same as you. It looks like he's just lost it on the exit there.
Exit now.
Oh man, Mudster trying not to get a penalty. I think he just got away with it, but yeah. What was it? Just on the inside there, Shane. Literally just as you did. Just obviously didn't quite get it locked down in time, and into the wall she went.
Well, that's going to spice up now because Equator's not going in the pits. To check a fresh set of intermediates, so anybody else does, they're going to have stick a rubber. No, Carney's not doing it. Archer's not doing it. Coconuts is not doing it.
Didn't do it. Coconuts. Yeah, Crew hasn't done it. Cameron hasn't done it. Brooks hasn't done it.
You think you might go in for the fresher rubber because you used to have that.
Yeah, especially if you're
I was one of the last to pit, so I've got fresher tyres than those around me anyway.
Mudster's into the pit lane, and he has no penalties either so far.
Oh.
So Mudster's looking very tasty here this evening.
It's such a long pit lane here, it's not really worth it.
The boys has gone through, Arctic Penguin's gone through, Killer has gone into the pit lane. Bon Candy's still out there, and Shane's still way out there, nowhere near where oh Jesus, Shane, what's out there? It's under safety careful. They nearly dropped at you cops. Although that's when the mistakes can happen, though. Maybe not under but when your concentration isn't quite there, you know, you're especially when you're like when you're going through a corner where you just have a slight hesitation, and then on your safety lap or whatever, you have a small break or something, you know, it's just totally alien, and it's very easy to lose the car really at that stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, this is really... Yeah, go on, Craig.
Canetti says apologising that he didn't have a good setup for the rain. He's apologising for the safety car.
No, sure, racing, that's... Like, look, that's racing, that's what happens, like, you know what I mean? It's... What can you do, man? Sorry it didn't go the way you wanted today. So let's have a look now. Who's on fresh tyres? Who's on fresh?
Fresh.
Way fresh tyres.
Sometimes it's not the best idea because the more tread you have, the more heat it can create, and if the track has a dry line or something, but it's still raining out there.
So Munster's probably in a box seat to get up here at the points.
Yeah, I think Munster could have very well played a blinder here. Especially with...
He can do a bit of better luck here, Munster.
Yeah, he can, in fairness. Tier 1 though, he's doing fantastic there this evening. Telling him, I wouldn't be able to be into 11th place if I was in it, like, you know what I mean?
I'll be at the wall already.
Very good. Very good indeed. Very tasty driver now, as we said. Coming along nice with his new wheels and all, like, but yeah, it's just like Oliver as well springs to mind at that one. Just Mr. Consistent, you know what I mean? When it goes well, it goes well.
Ooh. Let's check the penalty situation here. Ooh.
Shane might be struggling to catch the safety car queue if they're coming in this lap.
Well, I'm just coming to the line now. Well, just about. I'm up to the end of the lap.
You had a sneaky pit stop, didn't you? So.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd stopped. The safety car was deployed while I was in the pits.
Oh. You back with no traction?
Yeah, I turned it off and then hence the spin earlier. At that stage with the
so
can't remember now.
Looking at the penalty situation, Arctic Penguin in front of Munster, Arctic Penguin's on 6, Boyle's on 8, Oliver's on 8, Sam Brooks on 3, Cameron on 3, Crew on 3, Coconuts on 3, and Astrid on 3.
You know, we were riding on board at Munster, right? And the safety car was just out, and then he like pulled to the side and he slammed on the brake, so he's going through a corner now in fairness, you know what I mean? So it wasn't too bad around. But I wonder, I'd like to know after this, like, was the Delta really close for that drive through, or was it just like leaving a bit of a gap or whatever? Because to me, because I've been there, that looked like a bit of panic station, you know what I mean? It's like, oh no!
Sam Brooks, 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. What happened there?
Have we ever seen that?
No. Not under safety car.
Unless you pass someone.
Yeah, but normally then wouldn't that be a drive-through?
Yeah, illegal overtake, eh?
Yeah.
The Delta thing maybe? No, yeah, because that'd be a drive-through too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've never seen that under safety car. It's double wage yellows under safety car anyway.
Is Optic caught up to the field?
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
Bono Candy hasn't.
Yeah, but they're all just coming through turn 2 and 3 forward, you know that?
Yeah, oh yeah, because my Delta's dropping lows now. I see them.
I found them.
Here they are.
Here, over here.
Here, Shawty, I'm here.
Here. Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew. Yes.
Want to lick my popsicle?
Je suis moderne.
Oh.
I'm telling you. So, with 5 laps left to go, it'll be 4 laps then when we cross the line. 4 lap dash. The guys then, the ERS, you know, they can take 25, like they could 75, 50, 25 then, you know, it's not too bad. You don't need to regenerate that much then. So they can use that to their advantage.
Yeah, I would say they're going on this lap so they need to get as much heat as possible into their tyres because...
We should have 5 laps. Lap 22, lap 23, lap 24, lap 25, lap 26. Because we're on lap 21, we haven't completed 21 laps. So lap 22 would be...
Thanks, Kravitz.
Yeah. Actually, Brundle actually explained it very well in the last race about the lap that you're actually on isn't a completed lap. Obviously, it makes sense, but when you're counting the laps, it's
behind it. Oh, lads, everyone,
Oh,
look,
wow.
people getting losing front wings and all.
No, I'm at-
very slow.
I'm less than 30 mile an hour here.
There's a collision with boy 2, the Arctic hit him. but boy
Equazor's
2's
gone.
got-
Equazor's gone. He's pulled the pin. Total Carney not out. Total Carney's had to get caught out rapidly here. Astro poking us right up his gearbox. How's everyone else gonna go through this shit? Just side by side. Cameron and crew are side by side through the S's.
Oh, Crew!
Cameron's into the wall. No, he's not. He's all right. He's saved
That's
it.
not me.
Holy.
Oh,
That was Cameron.
Yeah.
did he overtake before the timing line? Oh dear.
If you
No,
overtook-
he was good. He was good. He was good. But he pulled out. Giggity.
Just in time. Giggity.
Eee.
Oh, look at this. I tell you, the camera's right up Sam Brooks now.
Giggity.
Yeah. So yeah, they're all on their ERS now, coming down the back straight there. Equazor still in the lead, 1.8, fantastic jump on the rest of the field there. Astrud and Total Carney and all going to be battling here, it looks like, for the remainder of the position, second on downwards. How's everyone else getting on? Arctic Penguins out, Ken's out. Arctic Penguins out, so that's weird. Where is our man Mudster? Side by side of Brooks. Sorry, line of steering with Brooks and Cameron here. 6th and 7th. Very close battle here coming into the Maggots Beckett's complex. What can Cameron do? He definitely has a speed advantage, but he's crashing into the back of him. He's created an advantage there, side by side. Oh no, Sam Brooks just barged out of the way. It has to be said by Cameron there, just with that pace advantage and get caught out himself. But yeah, it looks as if Sam Brooks is definitely out to getting the raw end of the stick with that one. Mudster, the white video Fox just waiting for anyone up in front to have an issue as well.
Oh, he doesn't like being
there.
called that, Gav. Don't say that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
I said that to him before on commentary, and then he
No,
yeah.
he prefers wily old squirrel.
Alright. What did I say?
Why old Fox?
Alright.
It's a terminology.
I know, yeah, no, it was only a joke, but he did say it to me before.
The wily old lemon. No, that's stupid.
The lemony old tang.
No, the zesty old lemon.
Kilo's trying to make moves on Sam Brooks. Oliver as well up in front, getting squirrely through that bit there. But Kilo's lining up Brooks here. What can he do? Decides to stay in, following through the left-hander. Oh, he's launching around the outside. Maybe going to get a good exit here. Look at this. We'll get run wide. No, he's not. So they're side by side going through the right-hander, but because of the radius of the corner, he does lose out there, but he's definitely pushing hard. Kilo's having a great race here. Definitely great to see him back in the championship, back up racing up near the front there for some strong points. Oh, Sam Brooks looks like he's just, it's deja vu. Is the car behind's just got to give him a nudge? No, Kilo's looks like he's all right there, but onto the back straight now. Sam pulls to the left-hand side. They're side by side under the bridge. Kilo's expanding his ERS, same as Sam, I'd say. Oh, what a move. Fantastic stuff between them two. Great maneuver from Kilos. He makes a stick on the exit. Great stuff from them guys there. Fantastic. Great racing now from Brooks all day long. It hasn't gotten his way in some of the battles, but fantastic.
This pace is strong.
Nonetheless, Coconuts closing up on the back of Astrud now. Lap 24, 26. Not too long to go now in this Grand Prix. People need to start making moves.
Astrud and Coconuts are having a fight for the final podium place. It's really close.
Looking at it now. Only know he can't behind as well. Waiting to pick up my pieces.
Go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
It's going to be team orders. Is there? Shane gets a multiple penalty there. What can you
Correction. Another bloody correction.
do? Yeah. Happens to the best of us, eh? Especially with me.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So Mundy's looking for a fantastic result here. He's keeping his nose clean. 1.2 behind Boyles. But as well, everyone up in front is penalties. He does not. Crew and Cameron change positions. And it looks like Oliver and Kilos as well. A little bit of changing lines down the straight there. Could very well have been from Oliver. Trying to break that slipstream. He's run out of VRS now into the Abbey chicane. Can't Kilos make any inroads here? We're on board of Kilos' front wing now.
No, he's got a good run. He's got a great run through the exit of that last corner. Oh, got a deeper tidy.
Is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Can he make anything of it? Very brave to go through there with the ERS open as well. Closing, but not close enough. That straight just needs to be another couple of 100 yards, and I'd say he'd be able to get alongside him, but not right now. Boyles and Sam Brooks as well, battling the hard behind also.
Just save it. Save that ERS to get to the hangar straight.
Mundy 4/10 behind this. This is really kicking off now. So Kilos and Oliver. And then we got Boyles, Munster and all and Co behind as well, so we'll try and keep an eye on both battles if we can. Kilos closing on Oliver here. Trudy S's definitely has the grip advantage here. Onto the back straight, now we go. So how can he go? Can he get into the slipstream? Down the back straight, ERS open. Lovely. Is he going to dive it? No, he's just not close enough. Hard look, Mundy looks like he's passed Boyles. Fantastic. Fair play to Mundy there, making inroads. Good stuff from himself, and it looks like Sam is slowing right down. Sam mightn't have an ERS. He goes to the inside. Dan Brooks giving him a little bit of room there, but fantastic. Munster takes the position. What a fantastic, great stuff from himself. We see Shane getting a bit squirrely in the background too.
That's back with these guys.
Looking back at Sam now from Mundy, that was a great manoeuvre.
Kilos is right on Oliver's back end, like tapping it.
I'm gonna look at it now. On board of the Craig.
Oh, it's going to be a drag race, but Oliver's got the more ERS at the moment.
Cameron and all as well look like they're going to be battling here, so we'll try and keep a close battle on all three if we can. Close eye on them. Kilo's trying to get that position.
Oh, it's so close. Oh, twitch. Big twitch there.
Huge twitch. Keeping it going though. I'm going to look at Cameron and all coming onto the back straight here. No, they're not close enough. Not close enough, so back to Kilos. 4/10s, not really close enough. Can he do anything about it though? No ERS left on that one either.
Quasar coming at the last corner just now to win the race.
Quasar, congratulations.
Well done. Oh, there you go.
Fantastic, well done to Quasar this evening. He didn't get much TV time, he was just out in front all race long, but great to see himself return to the top step of the podium. Fantastic result.
Go for the line. Oh, that was close.
Oh, we missed it.
Munster up to 7th after finishing.
Munster.
Yes, Monday, lad.
Well done, Munster. He should be joining her today. Devon's position, but Quasar takes the race win.
Astrid, I got 5th, but I got a penalty on the second to last corner.
Cameron gets the driver of the day. Amazing race from Tommy there. Look at it. The moves on the podium. Fantastic. Yeehaw, ma.
Your man turned in on me the reserve. Well, I know I'm reserve too at Stowe.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, proper.
Indeed.
Must give him that tenner afterwards.
Yeah.
I know, in fairness, that was some serious race, lads. That was some serious race. Very
I enjoyed
entertaining. Yeah, it's been a fantastic season for the
Has been.
PLR Tier 1 guys. But yeah, no, fair play to Tommy there, winning the last race, bringing that momentum in now to the new championship, new season now, sooner rather than later. Fantastic stuff from Carney as well in second, representing Canada there. Astrud in third. He's really come in strong now, recently made a name for himself in this championship as well. Coconuts there fourth. Cameron with the recovery drive. He was his own worst enemy, it seemed like, out there today. In some situations, maybe some other times he got the short end, but that's how it goes. Crew in sixth, and then Mudster in seventh. Fantastic race from Mudster, it has to be said. Great race.
He was very close to a penalty on the safety car, hence the slam on Mike, so you were right with what you...
Yeah, I was wondering. Oliver in eighth, grand stuff from himself. Kilos in ninth, great comeback from himself. And Sam Brooks there in 10th, rounds out your top 10. So yeah, that's unreal, lads. Fantastic race. I was on the edge of my seat literally the whole time.